Leadfinger Racing, located here in South Carolina. Let's check out these 8-scale bodies coming in buggy and truggy, both nitro and electric. Also over the shock tower truck bodies. Check out these cool aerodynamic, very durable Lexan wings coming in both clear and smoke. All that downforce, all that aerodynamics, owned and operated and designed in-house by Chris Schaefer, supporting your military, veterans, and EMS. Check out Leadfinger Racing, leadfingerrc.com here in South Carolina. What's up, Pikes Peak RC Arena race news around the nation? It is Robbie here to give you guys the latest and greatest news for what's going on all over the nation, here, far, and abroad. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, we got some awesome segment for you guys today. But first things first, I'm going to give a big shout out to Russ Johnson. He is out at Beachline RC running his Schumacher buggies right now. And I always root him on. I just hope he doesn't get his vehicle stepped on this time. But there was some controversy on the last race that he attended to. So, but again, my props to him. And in my heart, he's the champion. He's the world champion. He's the national champion, or the national champion, whatever champion. He's the champion. He took home a big cup. All right. He took home a big cup. That's all I'm gonna say. So well deserved for Russ Johnson. But like I said, good luck out there, Russ. Was watching, then I messaged him yesterday, and yeah, it looked like he had a pretty good run. And I talked to Corey for a little bit, so on and so forth. So other than that, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on from our locals going out there. Eric Adams, he's got his pizza race coming up here shortly. So you guys check that out over at More RC Raceway. And then you got Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. I'm going to tell you right now, that dude got a bunch of 1RC stuff in. So if you guys need some 1RC products, and it looked like he got some Lexan bodies in. He's got a short course 7 truck in. So if you guys need some stuff from Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies, please go support him. He's all the way down in Pueblo. And yeah, he's got everything you guys need. He is still continuing on racing and still building as well. So he's a jack of all trades, trying to do what he can. All right. So if you guys notice, all right, he's not stressing too much, but he's trying to get it done, especially with Black Friday coming up. And you got the holidays coming up. So yes, Cole is stocking up. He is stocking up. So also Westminster, go check out Justin out there. He's doing his monster truck jam and stuff like that. 1RC Racing. God, he's doing it all out there. All right. And then here in Springs, like I announced, hold on, let me grab that paper real quick. Faster laps. And I've been holding this back for like 2-3 weeks, and I announced it in my last video, but I'm going to announce it again. But we got Mini Z Racing November 20th, 2025. Track opens at 3 p.m., racing at 6. So all my old school Mini Z guys, 128 guys that were racing before the Pikes Peak RC Arena went total dominance with 110, 112 scale. And those guys that missed Mini Z, hey, Matt Kyle's bringing it back. Matt Kyle is bringing it back. So his classes, like I said in the last one, novice, box stock, LiPo 2500, LiPo 3500, F1, and other class 3 make a class. So if you got a mod car, or if you got a pan car, so on and so forth, in the 128 fashion, that's what the other class would be. All right, so $15 for the first class, $10 each additional class. And I got his phone number here. I'm not going to announce it out loud. But 1130 Valley Street, Unit D, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80915. Okay, so for those that don't know, either way you go on Powers, you're gonna take that turn onto Galley going east, and then you'll slightly go up a hill and you'll see Valley Street, and bam, you cannot miss it. All right, so 1130 Unit D is where Matt Kyle is at. All right, so pretty much close to where Phil and Tanamata was. Ben, if you guys know, with Drip Factory and stuff like that. Yeah, all in that area over there. All in that area. All right, so yeah, Mini Z Racing coming up. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I got all my stuff packed up. We're ready to go. Got my receivers in. Now I just got to bind up Isaiah's vehicles. Make sure they're still connected to his radio, and then Yeah, we should be G to G. But in this segment, I got a big surprise for you guys, and I've been watching it on YouTube back and forth. The short course truck, and I'm a big fan of short course. Not so much the 10 scale, but the bigger scale, i.e., the Max Slash, the Mojave 6S, the Mojave 4S, so on and so forth. But nobody's really raced it, and it's one of those things that really don't exist, but kind of exist. And then what we're going to do here, we're going to take this buggy, thank you, Matt, right here, this EB48 2.1. I'm going to tell you right now, this thing was barely used. I'm talking, this thing is so brand new. There's not even a scratch on the shock caps. And I'm afraid I really don't want to take it apart. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this driveline area and this driveline area and put it on my old ET48 chassis here that I got, my Truggy chassis. So I got a new chassis coming in, so I'm just going to transfer all this stuff and put it on a new chassis, so my Truggy will be fresh for next season. I'll be G to G, be ready to go, and then I'm just going to make this short course. So there's a list out there. I'll go ahead and put a list in the description and stuff like that if you guys want to convert your or make a short course 8 scale truck. All right, and I want to say not just Tekno, and that's what I'm using here. I am using a Truggy mixed with a buggy, and it's pretty much just a Truggy chassis. So the Truggy chassis with this driveline right here, and then what I'm going to do is this one-for-one swap these components out as a whole and then bring it over here. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And yeah, and then I got some electronics I probably want to swap out. So we'll see. I know the short course is heavier than the Truggy, so I'm gonna probably go in the realms of like probably a 21 or 2000 kV motor. I'm sure 1900 would work, but I'll go ahead and yeah, we'll make some adjustments there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a time lapse. I'm going to go ahead and work on this, take this all apart. There's some other little things that I missed while cleaning this, because this thing is awesomely clean from the last race this past weekend. So yeah, this thing came out pretty great in cleaning, and now I'm about to take it all apart. But there are some areas that I missed, and I got to dig out some dirt and stuff on the bottom here. So obviously the chassis is still very fully functional. It's not thinned out. I just want to use this for the short course, and then put the new chassis again that I got coming in from Tekno on this. All right, so I got all that other great stuff coming in. So this will be part 1 of my short course 48 build. Okay, so not only can you just do this with Tekno, you can also do it with the Losi platform. You can also do it with the with Mugen. So any major brand, i.e. Tekno, Team Associated, so on and so forth, that has a Truggy and a buggy platform, you can pretty much do this with. All right, so right now our main focus will be on the Tekno, taking the EB48 2.1 and the ET48 2.0. We're going to mix it, and we're going to have a SCT 48. So stay tuned for the time lapse here. I'm sorry, my dog's going crazy, but we're going to do a time lapse, and I hope you guys enjoy. Take care. What's up, Pikes Peak RC Arena? Sorry about that. We had a minor glitch with the time lapse, and I had an awesome time lapse taking the Truggy apart, cleaning up all the parts, and then having the donor buggy, and then transferring it over to the Truggy chassis. And yeah, I don't know. I had to Google and ask, and look if anybody else has had the issues. I guess iPhone problems these days. So I totally sorry about it. Yeah, it was going to be a cool time lapse video. So, but other than that, here it is. This is the short course truck Tekno never built. that does not exist, but for us builders, for us drivers, for us enthusiasts, hobbyists, whatever, we yeah, this is it. This is it. So again, to recap, using the, and I'm gonna speak specifically on Tekno because you can do it with the other brands, like I said just a couple minutes ago. Yesterday, I'm in the future now. So, but you can use a buggy truggy platform of the same brand. So Losi obviously has theirs. Tekno, which I had just used. I'm sure Mugen has theirs. S-Works, Associated, so on and so forth. And you can make your own truggy. And I hope many people do. All right. I talked to Justin Simonson today. Yeah, it looks like he'll be doing it as well too. Joe Mandola, he's on it as well too. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of people, fellow teammates and stuff like that, that are going to be on board building these awesome true 8 scale short course trucks. So again, using the truggy chassis. So in my case, I used the ET48 2.0, which was basically my overall all around truggy that I've been driving, and I took it all apart, which you see right here. I wanted to take it apart anyways, and I put the new chassis on here that I had just ordered. So anything that I took off of here, I already ordered, and it's going to be completely put onto my truggy because that is my competition model. This is more of a fun model. Yes, we will be club racing with these. It's not an actual true class, so on and so forth. Hopefully in the future it does. Hopefully in the future. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take my truggy apart and use whatever. And then I've been back and forth with Tel on what motors to use and what power plant. So he's on a 1900. Right now, I just put a 2200 on this because on my buggy I had a 2200. So I wanted to dial my buggy down just a tad bit. So put the 1900 back in that. I talked to Justin, and we talked about a tune for my buggy that I normally use. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that tonight and get that ready for overall racing. But other than that, I put the 2200 that was in the buggy into here, and then running I want to say a 13 tooth or a 16 tooth pinion. I want to say. I'm not sure which one this one is. I would have to look. I would definitely have to look, but that's what we're running in the short course. Tel, I think he is running a 1900. So we're going to play with different ideas with us that have the SCT 48 2.2222, whatever you want to call it. So yes. So again, using the truggy chassis and then using the truggy, the long shaft, because obviously the truggy chassis is way longer than the buggy chassis. Let me make sure I got this right. So that would be about right where it would be. So obviously it's a lot longer in design and stuff like that. So yeah. And then when you do the conversion, on top of using this, you will need the long brace. So I have the long brace on my truggy back half already. I'm just gonna either make one or I'm just gonna have to order one. All right. Because there is a lot of flex in there still. And then on the bottom, because the arms are so short, they're not as long as the truggy arms, you're going to have to shave this portion and shave the ears down. So the ears are very, very long on the truggy. I wish the other truggy's over there, but they're very long. So you have to cut it down. I want to say you're cutting off almost 8 millimeters worth of material. So use a Dremel. In my case, I used a burr bit, and yeah, I had that on the time lapse. Obviously, it doesn't even show anymore. So yeah, it's just that was the main thing, so I can account for the droop properly, using the buggy back end and the front end, and obviously I brought the diff over from the buggy, so that way everything truggy is truggy, the diffs, the front and rear, and then my ESC, all my electronics are getting transferred over to the new chassis. And yes, like I said, here it is, the short course SCT 48. Now there's a lot of build videos on YouTube. You can go check it out. Mark Santamaria MSM, he did his. There's another guy. You can't miss it if you type in SCT 48 on YouTube. There's a guy that I think he has like a 6-part or a 5-part segment where he built this from the ground up, and I did mine in time lapse, and all I did was transfer parts over. And in the description, I'll go ahead and put a parts list of what you need if you have the donor vehicle, and this is specifically for Tekno, okay, just for Tekno. All right, I'm sure the other brands would vary and differ in how they're set up and stuff like that, but I'm sure using the front and rear chassis, or using the chassis from a truggy or a buggy, should work, as the diffs should interchange, as Tekno did with theirs. And that's one thing I love with Tekno. All right, everything is interchangeable. My donor buggy was a EV48 2.1, and then I transferred everything over on a 2.0 chassis from my truggy, so an ET48 2.0. All right, so like I said, everything is interchangeable. Now, it will not work with the 48.43 or the 48.4 or whatever it is. Those won't work because the chassis is obviously skinnier and stuff like that. All right, I am still waiting for more parts. So I am waiting for my body mounts and my posts, the front and rear bumpers, and because it all bolts on. It's all, bolt on, and then the side bumpers, and then hopefully the body comes in tomorrow. So with the class, I'm already driving buggy and truggy, and Isaiah's only driving truggy, so he'll be driving this. He'll be the pilot right behind the short course SCT 48 2.222 truck. So obviously we're going to paint it in his fashion, that metallic blue, the chrome, and the white, and then all in that chaotic dot fashion. And yeah, now this will be his truck to drive. And then when Charles gets here, we'll figure that out when Charles gets here. Either we build him one, or yeah, he'll just drive one of these, or I'll put him behind the nitro or something. We'll figure it all out. So again, I am not sure. I am told that the weight for these is heavier than a truggy. So what I'm going to do, as soon as I get the rest of the parts in, I'm going to do a weight comparison, because this is pretty much part 1 of the SCT 48 of my build series of what I've done. And then the final will be me getting it tuned up, getting with everybody that has done this, and see what they have used as far as tuning, having, where should my pills be, where should all my camber links be, where should my camber or my toe in, toe out, whatever I should be using. So we'll get it all figured out. And again, this is the build Tekno never done, and I wish they had done this, because they have everything. They literally have anything, and this would be a good market for them, because it would open up a true 8-scale class where everything is still interchangeable. So that's the one thing I like about it, because not everything is interchangeable from the 10-scale short course that they have for the for Tekno. I know some of the parts are interchangeable with the MT, the monster truck version for Tekno. So yeah, I don't know. Well, it'd be nice if they did. All right. So obviously, again, all it is, it's longer and narrower, and yeah, you can see the width on it. It's a lot different. It's a lot different in width. Oh wait, let me bring it down more. Yeah, you can definitely see the width right there. Yeah, so can't wait. And then another cool thing is my brother. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you so much, Kyle, for letting me know. Most thanks to Tim for letting me know that Kyle was selling it. So finally, after months, I helped my brother get his truggy. So now he's got an ET48 2.2, and he's been on that thing all day long. So I'm super stoked, because my brother Gil and I, yeah, we were so deep into the hobby. We always loved RC cars. His first RC car being a Red Arrow from Radio Shack, if you guys remember that. And then mine was a Tyco Pathfinder, and I won mine racing 4-wheel drive. The little Tamiya cars that go inside the little channels and stuff. I won mine via that. So that was my first taste of RC cars, and believe it or not, it was here in Colorado. And then we moved overseas, and then my dad and my mom got us our first actual build kits, which were the original Blackfoots. And then yeah, I carried on from there. I got hooked on RC cars and stuff, but it was just so expensive. And I come from that era. If you had a Clodbuster or a USA 1, man, you were the rich kid on the block. And here my brother and I are with Blackfoots, and we made the best of it. And then I got my first taste of off-road 110 buggy racing using crystals, using a Junior Pro Magnum radio, or a Junior Magnum radio, not a pro, but a Junior Magnum radio, and yeah, racing a JRX2, and then I ended up getting a XXT, I think it was. I want to say it was an XXT, because it was around in the 91, 92 area is when I started doing that. So yeah, super stoked. I'm glad I got back into it, and I hate all you guys for that. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, this is my calm, and this has always been my passion with the hobbies, like, again, building stuff, because I've always built models. I've always done all this stuff, but I like building my stuff to where I can actually use it. And yeah, that's one thing I love a lot. And my oldest, Charles, he loves it as well too, because he helped me build my first Tekno 2.1, and then that ended up going to Jose, because I wasn't really deep into the 8 scale. I got it because it was a great deal, and yeah, it was just carpet had my heart. And right now, 8 scale has my heart. All right, 8 scale has my heart. But don't get me wrong, I still love my carpet, 110 and on road and off road. So right now, I'm just that whole honeymoon phase with 8 scale. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just having a blast with it. So again, sorry for the time lapse video, everybody. I was stressed out last night when I don't know what happened to the video. And I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. So I was like, all right, I'll just go ahead and throw this in there. So, all right. So it is a crybaby of my son, Isaiah. So I was talking to him about it. I'm going to use your face, son. So yes, I'm so disappointed. I wish I could show you guys the time-lapse build. But again, I'll do the time-lapse when I add the front and rear bumpers and the shock towers on this. And then we'll take this out for a spin and stuff like that. And yeah, I can't wait. Cannot wait. Again, I want to say good luck to Russ Johnson out there at Beachline Hobbies. He's out there in Florida enjoying the sunshine, that cool weather out there. He's enjoying it. A little bit hot, still a little bit humid. Again, Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. Dude, check out Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. He got a bunch of 1RC stuff in, and super duper excited about that. He's got that race series going on with Justin. Also, Matt Kyle, this coming week, Thursday, again, Mini Z Racing. I just put it in there. So Mini Z Racing this coming Thursday, November 20th. All right. And Eric Adams, I want to say he has his pizza race going on and stuff like that. There's a lot of things going on. Eric Adams, he's just doing great over there at Moore. He's got a lot of stock in. So if you guys need some 110 scale stuff for your off-road buggies, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, hey, he has all that stuff, or he can get that stuff for you. All right. Likewise with Cole, Justin, owning their respective hobby shops and stuff like that. Hey, check them out. Cole, I want to say, is doing Mini Z tonight, and to top that out for tomorrow, I want to say 1RC. I think it is. I am not sure. Check Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies on Facebook. He has a full schedule on there. It is busy. All right. So again, Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies is located in Pueblo. Eric Adams up in Denver, over at Moore, and you got Justin as well up in Denver as well too. Westminster Hobby Town. Okay, so go ahead, check them out. This is my SCT 48 build, and now that my beloved Truggy is taken apart, but I did go through everything. I did cleaned up everything, make sure my shocks were good, make sure everything was nice and secure. If I had to redo my diffs, because I just literally redid my diffs, so I don't see no reason for me to redo my diffs right now. They are perfect, and yeah, we should go from there. Matter of fact, hold on here, let me double check. Okay, yeah, we are still good on the diffs. I went through the bearings and stuff like that, and yeah, just everything is G to G. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the setup that I got from Justin, who drives for Tekno, and it made me very successful on top of wheel time with my truggy. I want to go ahead and pass that on to my brother, get him all ready and set up, and then he should be G to G. All right. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll see if my brother can get into a short course as well too, because I already see a couple of the guys already super excited about it. So yeah, as soon as I saw Tell's short course truck that he brought out to faster laps, I was like, all right, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. All right. Congrats to Anthony Rossi. I want to throw that in there. Golly, one of the most vibrant, most pretty cool guys I've got to drive around, hang around with over there in South Carolina while I was there. Justin and I were just talking about him, and I'll tell you what, he's the biggest kid at heart. He loves the hobby. Shout out to Anthony Rossi. Dude, congrats on you getting picked up by Dialed RC. Again, welcome to the team. And yeah, it's going to be a great year next year. So your next goal right now, Anthony Rossi, is to sign on with TLR if you can. All right, go ahead and get up there with TLR. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. Like I said, Justin and I were talking, and yeah, we'll see where his path leads him, because we were talking about that today. And I hope great things for Justin, because I'll tell you what, very, very skilled driver. And yeah, that comes with all those years of oval track racing and stuff like that. He has it in his blood, and he transferred it over to these little guys here. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see that. All right. Okay, Pikes Peak RC Arena, race news around the nation. I am Robbie. Sorry about the time-lapse video and stuff. I thought I'd throw a little picture in there just to break it up a little bit. But again, appreciate everything that you guys do. If you guys have any questions on the SCT 48, 2.0, 222, whatever, yeah, just let me know. I will be more than happy to help you out and guide you in the right way to get this done for short course. For all my short course truck or short course track guys, hey, I hope you guys jump on this. All right, take care. I am Robbie with the Pikes Peak RC Arena race news around the nation. I will see you